How's it, guys? How you guys doing? Welcome back to Not Tommy. Yeah, there's been an ongoing problem in this country. It's the fact that our diversity is fake. Not in race, not in religion, but in self-expression. Out the gate, right? This country is extremely conservative. They want traditional values, and this is just what they promote. Your parents promote it, some of your parents promote it, but the majority of your parents promote it. They want the boys to be the man of the house and the woman to bear their children, clean, cook, all of those things. They push the good old days. This is not an argument. This is facts. This is what the majority is, and what a lot of the political parties push as well. Um, that's what they like, and that's just what it is. This excludes anything that doesn't feel normal to them. You know, um, anything that's just out of the ordinary. That could be music genres that aren't piano, R&B, trap, the specific trap genre of hip hop, or anything that isn't locally made in South Africa throughout the years. Other than that, not a fan of it. They're not me, sorry, but the country, or the majority of the people in this country, be they millennials, boomers, or even Gen Z. Diversity isn't actually diversity, because if it was, we'd accept everything, but we don't. The main thing I want to talk about in this video is the alternative scene, or the alt scene, or just alternative people, because South Africa hates individuality, hates self-expression, and it hates creative people that are creative. So, just a very quick explanation for those who don't know of alternative people or the alt scene. It's essentially an umbrella term for self-expression that is different than the mainstream, right? Be it music, movies, fashion, or lifestyle, just anything that's different from what majority of the people are doing, but is also anti-establishment and against conservative politics, against the government, or just against anything that restricts self-expression or isn't pro trans, pro LGBT community. There was a recent video that popped up. It was a guy doing a fit check, and it had my friend in it. I actually knew him. I know him. We're friends. Goes to my campus, and when I play the video, you will see that you can see that he's alternative, right? Alternative, if I could give you an example, it'd be like goth, punk, emo, or the grunge scene. The comments were disgusting as always, and it just makes me wonder, why do you hate people who are different? And it's not even a different that I can't even understand it, or a different that I'm scared of. It's just people wearing their clothes. But a lot of people amount to being demonic. This is oh, this is ugly. This is Modimo, 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 Modimo. What do you like? What is wrong with you? It's like, it's such a weird thing to care so much about, as if these people are taking over the world. The alt scene, I know these people are hiding. These people are hiding because this country pushes against them and hates them so much. And the people who hate it the most are people from the rural areas, unfortunately. That's just where you're gonna see a lot of hate, because they also are the rural areas are extremely conservative. They hate anything other than traditional values. That's just what is the thing. The people are born, and they just born into those values. It's unfortunate, but that's just what it is. Remember when we were kids? What was the biggest thing that we were talking about, other than cartoons? WWE. I'm still a WWE fan, by the way. Just let you know. But anyway, the WWE. That's all we were talking about as kids, right? And at the time, who were the biggest guys? Rock, John Cena, Punk, Stone Cold, you know, all those guys. But you know who were a lot of people's role models? Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy. Take a look at Jeff Hardy. This is one like he didn't revolutionize, but he promoted it to a lot of us as kids. Um, and you just take a look at him. He wears a mess T-shirt. Him and his brother, the Hardy Boys, they wear mess T-shirts. They wear those glow thing. I don't know what they're called. They wear that. He puts on face paint and has different colored hair sometimes. Is that not more alternative? How like, and this was in the 2000s, in the 90s as well. He was very alternative, and he was in our faces, and a lot of us loved. We loved to do the Hardy dance. You know, we love to do that. We love the swanton bomb and the thing. But now, if a lot of people will say, yes, I love Jeff Hardy. I love Jeff Hardy. But you pass by a lot of them in the streets and you give them the dirty looks. You turn around and say that they're the devil and everything like that. But Jeff Hardy was your role model as a kid. Okay, sure. It's unfortunate that a lot of the people in the Gussie or the rural areas really hate on like anything other than their fashion style or what's different to them, which is sad because the Gussie has a really cool. They could have, if they really locked in, they have such a cool fashion sense, or not fashion sense, but they have a really, if they really locked into their fashion scene, it would be such cool things to see. There's a creator, I think his name is Sir Kumo. He did a video on what he do as a Gussie Jen, and these were such cool looking pieces of artworks. What the hell? Pieces of outfits that I'm like, yes, because these aren't like out of the range of Gussie people. Really baggy suits, they can take from what their dads were wearing in the 90s or the 80s or the 70s, whatever, like that, and then just incorporate it with modern style like that. Boom, you have such a rich culture in the Gussie. Why not make the clothes around it? A lot of them, but they just come out in cavelas and they skinny ass jeans, bruh, with the polo t-shirt and then the taxi cab, bruh. Which I guess that's a fashion scene, but they could do so much more. But they won't because South Africa hates individuality. It's unfortunate that we have to go through that, but that's just what we have. That a lot of alternate people are coming out of the woodworks because they're realizing that fuck them, bro. Who cares? Who cares? I like how I dress, and I'm gonna dress how I want to dress, which is cool because it's so cool. They're so cool in what they come up with, right? And I wish they continue more because I also like to hop in that, right? They come out. There's that red guy on TikTok. He just paints himself his entire body red, and then just wears clothes. That it's just like that's my skin now. That's cool. That's so cool, and I'm gonna so do that. I don't know when I would actually do that, but I'm so doing that. I'm like 100 trust because it's such a cool thing. There's so many things that I want to try, I want to experience because I myself am trying to find my personal style and what I like. I've tried a lot of things and I've tried and I keep going and I'm gonna continue trying new things because I'm a creative person and I love and want to explore that creativity more. You know, I've like did nails. I never thought I'd ever do the nails, but here I am. I've done it, and I think they look great. And I think it's something that I might continue doing um in the future because it's cool, right? Just what I wish a lot of these kids or a lot of us young people will go through. You know, this path of finding ourselves. so that we become our own individual and not just be another robot that's within the masses of this grown population, right? I just hope that we as the youth can be against this anti-individuality mindset that a lot of the people in this country have. I denounce it. I hate it. I hate it because it makes everyone boring. It makes the music scene boring. It makes the fashion scene boring. It makes everything boring. So be against this. Be your own person. Find yourself and continue to be cool. That is my my TED Talk. Thank you for listening. Go again, on and on again. I'd love to talk more on this, so this might not just be its own video. I might continue on maybe months later or something like that. But that is it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Salute.